Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jersey Shore Basketball League Championship Night. Dan Yuzerski, along with Carter Ostermill. The undefeated Stearns Trailer puts their undefeated record on the line, trying to win their second straight championship against Ortho and Jay, who's in the finals for the fifth consecutive year. 55th anniversary night at the Jersey Shore, and it's going to be an exciting one.
Thank you for having me, Dan. I'm very excited to be here. Very excited. Big night.
Definitely, and the superstars that were on these teams last year once again matching up. Shavar Reynolds trying to put his name up there among the best, trying to become a two-time champion. Stearns the champion last year. They've won 10 in a row dating back to last year's championship, more even before that. But this is it, championship night, the final night of the JSBL season. And as the clock expires and we are about to get going, we will send it to break and we will be back with the tip-off next. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. JSBL's 55th anniversary game coming up right after this break. Welcome back. The players are starting to file onto the court, and the rematch from last year's championship game is about to commence. Stearns Trailer will start the five of Jakari Spence, Miles Kale, Shavar Reynolds, Jack Scott, and Kesley Felizar. Ortho and Jay going with Polari, George Pappas, Travis Weiss, Ray Salnave, and Big Mike Amon at the five. Ortho and Jay, 6-3, trying to upend Stearns Trailer's perfect season. A lot of first and all second team selections here tonight as well. We are ready to get going. Jersey Shore Basketball League, a beautiful halftime ceremony prepared for you guys. It's a rematch. Our master of ceremony for tonight will be the former JSBL statistician and director of public relations for the Milwaukee Bucks, Bill King. And should be fun.
Yeah, no, we're going to have a good one tonight.
Both players, Scott from Princeton. 3 referees tonight instead of 2. Polari and Felizar to jump for it. And Polari wins the tip. We are underway. Salnave has it. He'll have Spence on him when he dribbles up the court. Salnave out to Pappas. Pappas driving in to the corner for Polari. He shoots a 3, gets one down. Ortho and Jay on the board.
I mean, what a great shot in the corner right there. I mean, it's the exact start you want with a 3.
Jack Scott, guarded by Polari, is going to pass to Kale, who was 1 of 10 from 3 last night. Here's Felizar to the rim. The hook is good. Felizar's got Stearns Trailer's first points of the night. It's 3-2. Pappas, a 3 is good. Back-to-back 3s to start the night for Ortho and Jay.
Ortho is coming out shooting right now. It's the exact start you want.
Kale, a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rims back out to Scott, whose 3 is off the mark. Travis Weiss, the rebound. The 2 best 3-point shooting teams going at it. Ortho and Jay have struck hot with 2 to start. Here's Polari. Polari in the corner where he knocked down the previous 3. Here's Pappas inside to Amon. Good positioning. Amon finds the layup.
Great pass and a great finish.
Amon positioned himself well as always. 8-2. Run Ortho and Jay's on to start the night. Here's Jakari Spence to the corner for Kale. Back to Spence. He's got Weiss on him. He's going to pass to Reynolds. Reynolds to Kale. Kale tries another 3, and it's no good. Amon positioned well, again gets the rebound. Pappas out to Polari. He tries another 3. It's good. Nothing but net for Polari.
The 3 ball is just absolutely hitting to start tonight for Ortho.
Ortho 3 of 3 to start the night from beyond the arc. They're 4 of 4 overall. Here's Scott inside out to Kale. 0 for 2 from 3s, 1 for his last 12. Tries a 2, and it's good. Here's Polari in the corner. Dumping it into Big Mike Amon. Amon has a little bit of a size mismatch on Felizar. His hook is no good. Rebound, Scott. Good double team down low there.
It's a nice attempt by Amon to get that hook shot up.
There's Felizar is going to pass to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to try a 3, and it's good.
They needed that 3. They have to respond because Ortho is shooting that 3 ball extremely well out the gate.
Reynolds, a 4-year player at Seton Hall, played his 5th year at Monmouth, knows the experience of big games, almost led Monmouth to the national tournament for basketball, losing to St. Peter's as Weiss gets the basket there. Here's Scott to Felizar. Here's Kale with it. Kale to Felizar. Felizar, offensive foul. Salnave took the charge, and then Felizar fell on top of him. Felizar picks up number 1. First foul of the night for either team. Ortho and Jay leading 13-7 in the early going. Salnave up top. Going to pass to Weiss. Polari wide open down low. He gets the dunk.
Absolutely great ball movement by Ortho right there. Had a guy wide open in the paint for the easy dunk. Stearns really needs to tighten down here on defense.
Shavar out to Scott. Stearns not used to operating in a half-court setting. They try and they can't connect there. Stearns is so good at playing in transition. They're not playing in transition right now as Weiss misses the 3.
Very contested shot right there.
Jack Scott to the corner for Reynolds, guarded by Pappas. These two spent a year together. Felizar up top. Here's Reynolds, a 3, no good. Rebound, Ray Salnave. Salnave steps back, tries a 3. It's good!
What an absolute great shot by Salnave there. Absolutely fantastic.
And Stearns Trailer finds himself in a position they haven't really found themselves in all year, trailing by double digits. Reynolds up top. Kale got some space. Got a three.
Best way to respond to being down double digits.
Cuts the lead to 8. 5:20 to play in quarter number 1. Salnave to Eamon. Eamon pushing his way in, spinning inside the deuce.
Big mismatch there. I mean, Eamon's just a big guy. He's just dominating in the paint.
Not the most athletic of guys, at least anymore, but he's so big and he plays with his size so well. Here's Kale.
Huge advantage.
Up top to Felizar. Here's Kale, a three. It is no good, rattling out.
Not a bad look.
Weiss the rebound. It's going to pass to Polari.
Gotta get out of there.
Polari lost it. Stearns can run in transition. They do here. Spence, an open three from the corner is no good. He gets his own rebound. No, it goes to Eamon. Eamon trying to go inside. Offensive foul. Felizar, took this contact.
That's good heads-up ball by Stearns right there to get in there to prevent the basket and to call the foul.
And that'll lead us to our first timeout of the night. Ortho and Jay up early by 10, trying to spoil Stearns Trailer's perfect season. We'll be right back after this short break on Jersey Shore Basketball Hoops YouTube channel. Welcome back to Jersey Shore Basketball YouTube channel, the championship game. Stearns Trailer trailing by 10 to Ortho and Jay. Here's Larry Smith, just entered the game. Misses the three, rebounded. Oh. Polari lost it.
You got to get that rebound. You can't be giving out free points, too, if this results into some.
I mean, that's four. There's no one for Stearns there. There was 4 for Ortho and Jay. They couldn't come away with the rebound.
It's a gimme.
Here's Spence. Out to Larry Smith. Tries another three. No good. Eamon, the rebound here. Oh, and it gets pushed out, but it'll stay with Ortho and Jay.
Little congestion there with the ref.
3:55 to play. 20-10, Ortho and Jay. Winning in the half-court setting early on. Eamon down low. Spinning, taking a fadeaway. He traveled. Little too many, a few too many for Mike Eamon steps there. Here's Reynolds working on Pappas inside to Smith. Good pass there.
Absolute great pass inside to get that easy bucket.
Stearns didn't have Larry Smith last night. They have him tonight. And coming in, making an early impact. Salnave, mid-range is good. Contested, doesn't matter.
Nice shot, all I can say to that.
Reynolds directing traffic. He's got Pappas on him. Dumps it inside to a rolling Felizar for 2. Stearns Trailer trying to figure out how to play in the half court. Here's Pappas trying to go coast to coast inside and 1.
Absolutely great job by Pappas and a great finish to draw the N1 there. And he's going to go to the free throw line here.
Stearns got caught not moving their feet and playing a little bit of a lackadaisical defense getting back. Pappas was able to take advantage of it. He's got 1 at the line. Had a big fourth quarter last night to help Ortho and Jay, and he's got a free throw, extending the lead to 11.
Stearns has to stay on their toes here. They were starting to gain back here, but now they're back down to 11. Still a lot of game left, though.
They've been one of the better three-point shooting teams all year. Not great last night. But here's Kale from the corner. No good. Rebound, Polari. He's going to pass to Pappas. Pappas going to run against the four. He lost it. He slipped. Here comes Smith. Man advantage here. Felizar up to Reynolds. Reynolds inside. Nice pass to Kale.
Nice
the deuce.
pass.
Reynolds Jr. playing the role of court general to start the game. Salnave.
Gotta get that pass.
Leaning in for the contact, and they'll call it on the floor.
Smart move when you had nowhere to go with the ball.
Kale picks up his first. Trailing by 9 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to play in quarter number 1. Salnave to the corner for Polari. Takes a three. No good. Fight for the rebound goes to Amon. Offensive foul. Felizar takes another charge.
Can't be doing that.
Amon's second offensive foul.
He had a chance just to put that shot up and went right into him.
And for the role Amon plays, having him in foul trouble is not something Ortho and Jay wants. Leading the league in rebounds in the regular season. Reynolds to Felizar. Long two is no good. Amon previously mentioned about his rebounding prowess. Grabs one there. Here's Weish. Weish inside exploding. Reynolds got a piece of it, but he also got a piece of Weish, which means Weish will shoot two. Reynolds picks up his first. Travis Weish, last night's star of game number 1, has 2 at the line here. He misses the first.
Weish is absolutely commanding tonight on the court, and it's showing. With this team, Ortho is just off to a hot start, up 11. It's absolutely the start they need against the undefeated Stearns Trailer.
Brad McCabe checks in for Amon, who's playing with those 2 fouls. Weish splits a pair, extends the lead to 10. Here's Larry Smith. Stearns playing with guards, and Smith puts one up, no good. Fight for the rebound, Felizar, and good defense by McCabe. He blocked the shot. Here's Weish working his way in on Spence. Passes it to Larry Smith. Larry Smith 2-on-1. Smith inside, blocked
Nice
away.
block.
But, oh, Spence missed the putback. Good block by Salnave. Polari, corner three, no good. Rebound Reynolds. Here's Spence. Spence, a three. It was open. No good. Oh! What a putback! Miles Kale!
What an absolute electric putback and a great response.
One-handed. Unbelievable. And an offensive foul. Nope, it's a block.
I mean, let's get back to that putback. I mean, that got everyone rocking. What a play.
He got that he put the roof up there. Unbelievable. Stearns picks up their second in the last 2 minutes.
Some great energy there, Dan.
I appreciate that. And man. Salnave will shoot 2. And he's got his first. One more cup coming. Salnave's got 2 at the line, extends the lead to 10. Only 18 first quarter points for Stearns Trailer. Reynolds takes it himself. The mid-range is smooth, like butter. He's got 2 there. And Kale almost stole the inbound. Here's Salnave with it. Takes a long 2. It's good.
What a great shot in transition there. Absolutely great shot.
Smith was right in his face. Didn't matter. 10 seconds to play in quarter number 1. 30-20. Ortho and Jay leading, trying to upend Stearns' perfect season. Here's Felizar for 2. That'll end it in the first. Polari won't get a shot off. And Stearns Trailer goes into the second quarter trailing by 8, to Ortho and J. Their 5th straight championship, trying to win one. We'll see if they can. Next 3 quarters and the end of the first half. Coming up next after this break. We have the first quarter stats in our hands, and Stearns has taken 24 shots, Ortho only 15, yet Ortho has one more make than Stearns, as Felizor, a 3, no good. Rebound, tipped out by Spence. Pappas keeps it alive, and it goes off Spence. Oh, no, it does not. It stays at this end. It looked to me like it went off of Spence, but
I'd agree. I mean, a lot of contact there on the ball.
Here's Larry Smith. Out to Reynolds. Reynolds, a 3 is good. Reynolds cuts the lead to 5 with 9:30 to play in the first half. Here's Pappas, guarded by Kale. Pappas to McCabe. Hasn't taken a shot yet. Passes inside to Pappas,
Nice pass inside the paint.
who makes the basket as time expires on the shot clock. Here's Kale. Inside, beautiful feed to Larry Smith, who picks up a pair there. 32-27, 8:48 to play in the first half.
What was a lead at 10 is now only 5.
It's up to 11 at one point. Here's Salnave, working his way in, spinning. Mid-range, contact, no good. Ooh. Almost got that one to go down, but it was rolling around and rimmed out. They'll shoot 2 at the line. Salnave led all of Ortho and J with scoring in the first. Was a perfect 3 of 3 from the field. Went 2 of 2 from the line.
Some important shots here to make a 2-possession game into a 3-possession game.
Salnave's first goes. Scott getting ready to check in for Spence. Scott played the first 5:34 of the first quarter. Salnave hits them both. Here's Larry Smith with it. As Polari dumping it inside to Kale, who has a size advantage on Salnave. Kale spinning mid-range, no good. Soaring in for the board is Salnave.
A little bit of an acrobatic rebound there.
Here's Weish. Finds Pappas. Back out to Salnave. He tries a 3. It is no good. Rebounded Scott. Here's Kale. Driving in. Mid-range goes. And Ortho and Jay will take a timeout. We'll stay right here. Want to go over some of those first quarter stats. No points for Jakari Spence in the early going. Miles Kale with 9. He's now up to 11. An impressive putback. Felizor has 6. Reynolds has 5, but Reynolds also has 5 assists. The only 5 assists on The team Weish has only 3 points. He made that 3. It's been an even distribution of shots for Ortho and Jay compared to Kale took 8, Calzar took 4, and then everyone else hasn't really taken much.
Stern's trailer, what had them down is just a 3-point shot.
As ball's put back in, here's Weish. Only those 3 points, and he's guarded by Smith. Weish
Nice
inside to
pass.
Salnave. Tough defense and a little too much contact. Salnave will go back to the line to shoot 2. Larry Smith complaining, thinking that he didn't make contact, but I mean, to me, it looked like there was obvious contact.
There's definitely some contact down there for sure. Wiping up the floor, some sweat maybe.
I mean, it's one of those that if Salnave, I apologize, made the basket, probably counts, no foul, but he missed and there was a lot of contact. Refs will blow the whistle, and Salnave gets the first friendly roll there. Salnave's second, hits a pair at the line, lead up to 7. Ortho and Jay leads by 7.
These free throw shots are becoming increasingly more important with Stern's trailer starting to get back into rhythm.
Here's Kale spinning in the layup. No good, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the line. Was 13 of 14 from the free throw line last night against Seaview Jeep. He's got his first 2 foul shots of the night upcoming, and it's the team's first 2 shots. They didn't shoot any free throws in that first quarter. There's been a little bit of a discrepancy there as Kale sinks his first. In that first quarter, Ortho and Jay shot 5. Stern shot 0.
Kale's absolutely putting on a show tonight so far.
And he's got a pair at the line. His three-point shooting is something that has been impressive, albeit he struggled the last 2 nights. But if he gets going from 3, it's very tough to stop him. Here's Weish. He's got Scott on him. Scott going to be playing in Princeton in the fall. Played there last year. More of a reserve for them. Got to be part of that run that Princeton had to the Sweet 16 as long pass to Polari. Polari drives in. Layup is good. No defense there, and Polari basically walked in for 2. Here's Reynolds. Out to Scott. Pappas came up to take away the pass to Reynolds. Here's Scott getting bumped. Pappas falls to the ground. Larry Smith with 4 to shoot a 3 is no good. Amon controls the board.
Like you stated earlier, Amon and his rebounds just excruciatingly important for this team.
Here's Pappas. A 3 is good. Had a defender right in his face. It didn't matter. And the lead's up to 10. Offensive foul. Salnave took the charge. For Summer League, that's the 4th charge that's been taken tonight. Jackson Hickey will check in for Kesley Fellizer. Stern's trails by 10. And Pappas threw it right to Larry Smith. Larry Smith cuts in for 2.
Read like a book.
As Polari for 3. He tries the other corner this time. I know football starting tonight. It looked like a Zach Wilson pass that Smith was able to steal. Here's Reynolds. He's got Amon on him, a little bit of a mismatch. To Kale from the corner. His 3 is good. Answering back. Here's Salnave. Leading Ortho in points tonight. Salnave dumping it low. Amon got the mismatch position. Well, missed a shot. Kale the rebound. Kale, a mid-range, double contested, missed it. Rebound, it goes out to Scott Reynolds. A wide open three. It's down. Cuts the lead to 5. Under 5 to play. They're 44-39. Ortho and Jay leads in the championship game.
A lot of offense here tonight.
Here's Salnave, an answer. No good. Rebound, Scott. Surge starting to get into their offense and their rhythm. To the corner, Kale, another three is off the front of the rim. And where will it go? It will go to Ortho and Jay when we get back. We hit the media point of the second quarter. 4:21 to play in half number 1. Ortho and Jay lead Stearns Trailer 44-39. Welcome back. Dan Yuzerski, Carter Ostermiller bringing you the final 4:19 of the first half. Remember, stay tuned for the halftime ceremony. It's like a halftime show, but not as much pizzazz, but a lot of great players that have played in this league have come back and will be honored at the half for the All-55 team as Pappas splits the defense for 2 there. 7-point lead for Ortho and Jay. Reynolds to Kale. Kale wide open for 3.
Makes it look easy.
That was easy for Kale Hare.
Can't leave him wide open like that. He's going to make that all night if you do.
I mean, he couldn't. It was like the only guy on the court for that shot. 4-point lead for Ortho and Jay. 3:30 to play. Pappas is bumped. Do they allow the continuation? They won't. It'll be a side out. Scott picks up his first. Team's third. Here's Shikari guarding Pappas. Here's Salnave splitting the defense. He's blocked, but a foul. Ooh. That's a more questionable one because it looked like Hickey got all ball there.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to see there. According to the refs, there was some contact with each other, but up here, I mean, that looked like all ball.
It did. Now, the ball doesn't lie, so we'll see what Salnave does at the line here. Makes the first.
If you get the opportunity to take the shots, you got to make them, so.
Definitely.
Even if it's not a foul.
And Salnave hits both at the line, 48-42. Here's Reynolds. Screen from Hickey. Hickey, a 3 is good. Stearns Trailer getting wide open threes and knocking them down. Lead cut to 3 with exactly 3 to play.
Stearns Trailer is definitely taking control of this quarter here.
They went in trailing by 8. They've outscored Ortho and Jay by 5 in the first 7-10. Salnave, a 3. He's on fire tonight.
You can tell he's feeling himself. Pretty happy on that one.
In contested 3, no problem for number 0 right now. Smith from the corner, 3 is no good. Amon came in for the rebound. 2:25 to play. Ortho and Jay up by 6. Weish Into Polari, cutting inside. He's fouled and will shoot 2 at the line. Felazar getting ready to check back in. 5th team foul of the quarter for Stearns. Only 1 foul for Ortho and Jay. Polari's first is good. Pure stroke from the line there. Felazar will check in for Hickey. Polari's second of 2 is good. Hits a pair at the line, extending the lead to 8. Ortho and Jay has had an answer for everything Stearns has thrown at them tonight. Here's Reynolds. Drives his way in. Out to Felazar. Reynolds to the corner for Kale. He's hit 2 threes in the quarter. Make it 3. Kale has done everything offensively for Stearns trailer tonight. 1:44 to play in the first half. Weish inside. Out to Salnave. To the corner for Weish. Weish driving along the baseline. Knocked Reynolds down and got the deuce.
No whistle. Clean play. Great play.
55-48. Reynolds tries a deep 3. No good. Airballed it to Salnave. Actually, that's Weish. Weish all the way down. A little too long for Polari.
I don't understand that shot. Way too deep.
That's what people in the basketball industry call a heat check. As Spence, long pass. Here's Kale. He went out of bounds. It'll go the other way. It's a turnover for Stearns trailer. .101 to play. Now making that a minute, under a minute. Stearns trailer undefeated on the ropes, trailing by 7. Salnave, Pappas, he tries a long 3. It's no good.
Good look, though. Very good look.
Reynolds passes to Spence. Still no points for Spence tonight. Here's Reynolds, wondering where to go with it. He's got 10 to shoot. Spence, inside, kickball. That'll reset the clock to 14.
He's looking for Felazar down in the paint. Just caught some foot on that pass, unfortunately.
Here's Spence. Tries a 3. Knocked down. He blocked the shot. Polari did. And with the shot clock turned off, Ortho and Jay can hold for the final shot and almost got backcourted right there. Weish with 8 to shoot. Gets a screen from Amon. Weish up top to the corner for Polari. His 3 is no good. Halftime in the championship game. Stearns trailer trailing by 7 to Ortho and Jay. A rematch from last year's championship game has gone the other way in half number 1. We'll be back. Actually, we will stay right here as the halftime ceremony commences. We will take a break. And we'll be back with the start of quarter number 3. Stay tuned and enjoy the halftime show, everyone. We give it away to Bill King at half court.
Stearns trailer, 1-0 in the 4th. 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 1-0 in the 4 Fans, please direct your attention to center court as I turn over our 55th annual ceremony at Ortho. As an informal bar-room league, informally chartered in 1968, has met many challenges. From the inability to be sanctioned by the NCAA at one time, the absorption of 4 ABA teams into the NBA, the NBA taking the summer leagues in-house, Hurricane Sandy dumping 4 feet of water on the home court at St. Rose High School with fish swimming on the court, to a worldwide pandemic, to financial issues that challenge the viability of the league. That through it all, the JSBL has not only survived, but thrived is a testament to the leadership of the JSBL from the team owners and sponsors, the commissioners and JSBL staff, and especially the players. Please stand and wave as you are recognized by name. We would like to thank the following JSBL sponsors. Paul Larson Jr. of Larson Ford, whose dad, Paul Larson Sr. was a founding father of the JSBL, and whose team is the lone remaining original franchise from 1968. Tyler Schmelz of CUG and Seashore Auto. Burns Trailer. Of Arcadia Athletic. Dr. Greg Loring, Ortho, New Jersey. Robin Pellegrino of Robin's Nest. And Bruce Wickham from WCT Warriors. Thank you to Superintendent Frank Cajun and Manasquan High School for welcoming the JSBL to their campus. And keeping the records and producing volumes of stats and facts as the official statistician of the JSBL since 1976, Rich Howe. And who envisioned and executed the plan for tonight, and the chairman of the JSBL Board of Governors, Greg Capalco. Excuse me now behind the camera and streaming games and tonight's ceremony on the JSBL YouTube. This man turned a passion into a near full-time job in researching player biographies and presenting them in flipbooks that were handed out tonight. I'm actually told that flipbooks were too big put on a thumb drive, so you have to go to the website for those. And the streaming savant, Eddie Capalco. So without further ado, let us meet the more than 30 members of the 55th anniversary JSBL team that are here with us tonight. With the exception of the first honoree, all players will be introduced in alphabetical order. And that is because our first honoree has the honor of greeting each following player on the court as he is the commissioner of the JSBL. A first-team All-State selection in 1965, state champion at Southside High School in York, first player, all-time leading scorer, a two-time All-American, and a Hall of Famer whose jersey number has been retired by Monmouth University. 4, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Commissioner of the JSBL, Ron Tucker. I'm pining for our next honoree, as he's a local star from Lakewood High School. He was an all-shore selection in 1987 and a Group 3 sectional finalist. He went to St. Peter's University, where he would lead the Peacocks to the MAC Tournament Championship and an NCAA appearance in 1991. He tied the JSBL record with 5 JSBL championships, 4 with Larson Ford, and 1 with Majesco Sales, and was a 4-time All-JSBL selection. Marvin Andrews. Marvin is not here again, so hopefully he will join us. And a All-American from Charles E. Gordon High School in Yonkers, he would go on to the New Mexico State, where he led the Aggies to the 1975 NCAA tournament. He was drafted by the Kansas City Kings and would appear in the NBA for the Detroit Pistons in 1977. He would later play in the Continental Basketball Association, the Lancaster Red Roses, and the Jersey Shore Bullets. His double-double is as a 2-time JSBL champion and 2-time playoff MVP, Jim Boston. Out of alphabetical order, going back to the A's, our honoree next in line is the all-time leading scorer at Keene University, who was the NGAC Player of the Year in 1991 and a Keene Hall of Fame player. He would play nearly 20 years of professional basketball, both in the USBL and overseas, a 4-time JSBL champion, 2-time playoff MVP, and a 5-time All-JSBL selection, Herman Alston. College Hall of Famer, 4-time All-Conference performer, 1991 MAC Player of the Year, and 2000-point career scorer. He would play 15 total seasons professionally overseas and in the Continental Basketball Association. A 3-time JSBL selection with Larson Ford and Majesco Sales, and 6-time All-JSBL selection, Mark Brown. Produced this All-State and All-American. He led the Bruins to the 1977 state championship. From there, he was an All-American selection at Seton Hall, a 3-time All-Big East selection, and a Hall of Famer from the Pirates. Drafted by the Houston Rockets, he played numerous professional seasons in the Continental Basketball Association and overseas. In the JSBL, he won 3 titles, 1 playoff MVP, and was an 8-time All-JSBL selection with Larson Ford and Burchill. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Calentrillo. From Ewing High School, and the first of multiple Rutgers honorees, our next player is in the Scarlet Knights Hall of Fame. An All-Atlantic 10 selection, this man was a leader among a team of leaders in advancing to the 1976 Final Four. Drafted by the Denver Nuggets, he would play with the New York Knickerbockers in the NBA. A 4-time JSBL champion with Phoenix Business Systems, the Royal Mariner RK Athletic. He's one of the 3 honorees here tonight from the famed Campbell's Kids High School All-Star teams of the early 70s that played for a JSBL championship. I give you Hollis Oakley. Grew up in Spring Lake and was a 1987 McDonald's All-American and a 3-time All-Shore selection at Christie Brothers Academy. He was a 2-time All-ACC selection for Virginia, where he led the Cavaliers to the 1989 Elite Eight. He would go on to play 11 NBA seasons with 7 different teams, including the Miami Heat and the Utah Jazz. A two-time JSBL champion, he would lead Arcadia Athletic to the first undefeated JSBL season in history in 1996. John Brody. Next, we have New York City playground legend who would embark on an NBA career out of high school and play with 6 NBA teams, including the San Antonio Spurs and New Jersey Nets. He would play 19 professional seasons in total all over the globe. The single-season JSBL assist leader with 14.6 dimes a game and two-time JSBL scoring leader, he holds the JSBL single-game playoff scoring record with 70 points. A five-time All-JSBL selection with the nickname Sweet Pea, Lloyd Daniel. He started from the College of Western New England, played professionally for the Allentown Jets and New Jersey Generals in the Continental Basketball Association. A two-time JSBL champion and playoff MVP for Larson 4, he holds the single-game championship scoring record with 55 points in the 1974 final game, including the game-winning shot, Earl Foreman. From Marist High School, we have a 1992 All-State selection and state champion. He became a Hall of Famer at Monmouth University, where he was a two-time All-NEC selection, leading Monmouth to their first ever NCAA appearance in 1996. He would play 9 seasons professionally and was the 3-time MVP of the Columbian League, a 2-time JSBL champion, playoff MVP, assist leader, and 4-time All-JSBL selection for Stearns Trailer, Arcadia Athletic, Cohen's Optical, John Geraldo. This man is a 1,700-point scorer from Central Dauphin High School in Pennsylvania. He was an All-NEC selection and the 2005 NEC Player of the Year for Monmouth University. He led the Hawks to the 2004 NCAA tournament. In Europe, he played in Poland, France, and Austria. A 2-time champion and a 5-time All-JSBL selection for Stearns Trailer. Parlez-vous français? Lake Hamilton. Points in 2 seasons as an All-NJAC selection and lead the Ospreys to the 2009 Division III National Championship. A 2-time JSBL champion, 7-time All-JSBL selection, 4-time three-point leader, and a single season and all-time career three-point leader, Jerome Hubbard. National championship appearance. He was signed with the Detroit Pistons in 2004, winning the Eastern Conference Championship. He would play numerous seasons overseas in the Euro League, a JSBL champion, 2-time scoring leader, and 5-time All-JSBL selection, Horace Jim Jenkins. Our second Scarlet player tonight is a 1967 All-Shore selection and Short Conference champion from Neptune High School, and squads have won 3 straight Short Conference Class A championships and 3 straight Short Conference tournaments. He is one of only 2 people from Neptune High School to be inducted into both the original, the Athletic Hall of Fames, and to be honored in high school and college as being a who's who selection. He went on to Assumption College, where he was selected as a 2-time All-American in 1970 and 1971, and he was inducted into the Assumption Hall of Fame. Drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers, he also played for the Cincinnati Royals in the NBA, a 3-time JSBL champion, playing for Jerry Lynch's Jake Jones. starter with the Pirates and led them to the 1974 NIT. He would play for 2 years professionally with the Jersey Shore Bullets, a 4-time All-JSBL selection, and the all-time leading scorer at the headliner, playing for the Commodores, Larson Forum, and a handful of other teams. Taking the court is Pete McCord. NCAA state champion, 2-time All-State selection, and Newark Athletics Hall of Famer from Wequay High School. This player went on to become an All-American at the University of Southern California. He was drafted by the Phoenix Suns and played 6 seasons in the NBA. A JSBL scoring leader, averaging 36.2 points per game in 1972, and a 3-time All-JSBL selection for Larson Ford. Dennis Mo Layton. A local hero for the CBA Colts, this 2-time short conference tournament champion and 2-time all-shore selection in 2009 and 10 is from Christian Brothers Academy. He went on to St. Anselm College, where he was a 3-time All-Northeast 10 selection, a JSBL champion, 3-point leader, an 8-time All-JSBL selection for CBG and Team Shore, Roy Mabry. Our first unanimous selection to the JSBL 55th anniversary team is Staten Island Player of the Year from Monsignor Farrell High School, who led the Lions to a CHSAA tournament appearance. He went on to Radcliffe College, where he scored 16.3 points per game as a senior and led the Seahawks to a memorable upset win over Duke. He was a 6-time JSBL scoring leader and a 7-time All-JSBL selection, playing for a variety of teams, including Staten Island and Jerry Sweeney's Bob Mahala. Our second unanimous selection tonight is a 2,000-point scorer and All-OEC selection at Tennessee State. He went on to the USBL, where he was a first-team All-USBL selection in 1991. From there, he progressed to the NBA, playing for the New York Knicks and a handful of other teams, receiving numerous accolades, including NBA All-Star selection, All-NBA team selection, 6th Man of the Year, and All-Defensive Team selection, while leading the Knicks to the 1994 NBA Finals appearance. A 2-time JSBL champion and 2-time playoff MVP, Anthony Mason. His son, Antoine Mason. This University of Maryland Eastern Shore Hall of Famer is the all-time leading rebounder of the CIAA. He was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics and played 9 seasons in the CBA for multiple teams, including the Jersey Shore Bullets, Wilkes-Barre Barons, and Brooklyn Pros. A 2-time playoff MVP and 2-time blocks leader while playing for the Royal Matter, James Bones Morgan. Represented this evening by Lenny Carmichael, and he made it on the gym. I'm not sure Lenny made it here in time. I'm trying to get through traffic. Our third unanimous selection this evening is a Section 9 champion and Player of the Year for Kingston High School in New York. Locally, he played for Monmouth University and became the all-time leading Division I scorer, back-to-back Player of the Year in 16 and 17, and led the Hawks to 2 NITs. He played with the Miami Heat Summer League team and overseas in 7 countries, including France this past season. A 3-time JSBL champion, 3-time playoff MVP, 6-time scoring champion, and the single-season scoring record holder at 48.8 points per game for CUG, Justin Robinson. He led the Colts to back-to-back state championships in 1972 and 1973. He went on to Princeton, where he was a team captain and Ivy League champion in 1977, leading the Tigers to the NCAA tournament. He was drafted by the Kansas City Kings and played professionally in Israel and England. He is a three-time JSPL champion with Royal Manor. Being honored this evening posthumously is Bob Roma. Next, we have a state champion, a 2000 point scorer, and the first team All-State selection from West Morris Wyndham High School in Morris County. He went on to the University of Pennsylvania, where he led the Quakers to 2 Ivy League championships and 2 NCAA tournament appearances. He was the NCAA three-point percentage leader in 2003. Professionally, he played in Portugal, Denmark, and Germany. A JSPL champion, 6-time All-JSPL selection, 4-time three-point leader, and a single-game three-point record holder with 18 by playing for USA Financial, Jeff Schiffner. On deck is a Casey who started for Red Bank Catholic High School and is honored in that school's Hall of Fame. He led RBC to the state championship in 1977 and was a first-team All-Shore selection. He went on to Holy Cross, where he led the Crusaders to the 1980 NCAA tournament and was an All-ECACN selection in 1981. He was drafted by the Boston Celtics and played overseas in Belgium and France for 10 seasons. A 3-time JSPL champion and 6-time All-JSPL selection for Churchill, Tom Seaman. The list of honors for our next player are never ending. One of 6 unanimous selections to the 55th anniversary team, this player is a McDonald's All-American, first team All-State selection, and 2,000 point scorer for Bloomfield High School. He went on to Notre Dame, where he was a 2-time All-American and led the Fighting Irish to the 1978 Final Four. He was drafted 12th overall by the Detroit Pistons, where he was a 2-time NBA All-Star and an All-Rookie Team selection, before later joining the Utah Jazz and Charlotte Hornets. A 4-time JSPL champion, 3-time playoff MVP, 5-time All-JSPL selection, and 2-time scoring leader while playing for Royal Manor and Churchill. May I present Kelly Trapuka. University to the 1981 Elite Eight. He was drafted by the Washington Bullets and played 5 NBA seasons before playing 3 seasons in the CBA, where he was the 1986 assist leader. The 3-time JSPL champion with 3 different teams, a playoff MVP, and a 6-time All-JSPL selection while playing with Larson Ford, Arcadia Athletic, and Prescription Podiatry, Ryan Warren. Our next honoree. He went on to be the captain and leading scorer at Fairleigh Dickinson University. Drafted by the New Jersey Nets, he played 12 professional seasons overseas in Venezuela, Qatar, and Portugal. A 3-time JSPL champion with 3 different teams, and an 8-time All-JSPL selection while playing with Larson Ford, More Anticipation, Majesco Sales, among others, Ken Webb. A 2-time JSPL champion for Larson Ford, Elnaro Webster. Represented here tonight by former teammate Charles Brown, who was the head coach at New Jersey City University from 1982 to 2007. Our final honored player tonight is a real warrior, and it doesn't get any more local than this. A 2-time All-Shore Conference selection from Manasquan High School, this player led the Warriors to the Shore Conference Finals appearance. He went on to Bentley College, where he was a two-time Division II All-American and the Division II Player of the Year in 2010. He went on to play overseas in Romania, Belgium, and France. A two-time JSPL champion and playoff MVP for TNT Coast and Royal Bank of Canada, Jason Westphal.
Welcome back to the start of half number 2. Danny Zerski, Carter Ostermiller. After a wonderful ceremony, 8:30, about a 40-minute break for these two teams, which is definitely momentum disrupting. But in that first half, Miles Kale led all scorers with 22 points. He was really dominant for Stearns Trailer.
Absolutely dominant. The heart and soul of the team right now, and he's what's keeping them in this close contest, which, you know, there's multiple double-digit leads by Ortho, so he's extremely important. But I think the tail of the tape right now is these turnovers and these fouls. The foul discrepancy is extremely eye-jarring. What Stearns Trailer needs to stop making these little mistakes that can help them get back into this game and even the score.
Definitely that. And then, on the other hand, 66.7%, that's not going to stay for Ortho and Jay, but 18 for 27 from the field is unbelievable. But then again, this game's only a 7-point game with all of that, so interesting to see how the second half starts. Stearns Trailer has Larry Smith on the floor, and he misses from 2. And Salnave almost lost it, gets it back. Here's Travis Weish, dumping it down low to Eamon. He's got the size advantage, doesn't take advantage of it there. Here's Weish to the lane for 2. Only 5 in that first half. He got the second half started with 2. Here's Spence, scoreless in that first half. 0 for 3 from the field. Here's Larry Smith. The lane is no good. Tipped out to Spence. Here's Shavar. Shavar dumping it in. He lost it. Pappas comes away with the steal. Weish was in there as well. Or Salnave. Salnave inside for 2.
Wide open for that pass inside that paint.
And it looks like the break hasn't affected Ortho and Jay much. Stearns Trailer still not in their rhythm yet. Here's Kale, 22 in that first half. And he loses it.
Gets lucky there.
Reynolds was able to come away with it. He drives inside, flips one up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Goes to Felizar. Kale wide open from 3, no good off the side of the rim. Weish up to Salnave. Bumped. And he puts one up. That won't count. Salnave with 18 in that first half. And he was the beneficiary of all the Stearns Trailer fouls. 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He tries a 3 here, and it's no good. Reynolds Jr. the rebound. 59-48, 8:18 to play in the third quarter. Here's Kale driving in, flipping one up. He's fouled, and will go to the line for 2. Just the third and fourth free throws for Stearns Trailer tonight.
Seems like attacking the paint right now is working for Kale and Stearns Trailer. Getting to the free throw line is extremely important, and, you know, causing Ortho to cause some fouls as well, because they're going to have to even that score. They can't be the only ones causing fouls, because late in the game that's going to cost them.
Kale missed the free throw. He's got one more at the line. A rematch of last year's game, and I think a lot of people were thinking Stearns Trailer, who's run through almost everyone this year, was going to have their way and win tonight, but right now they're down 10 with 8:10 to play. 18-10 overall of game time left for them to try to find something and figure out a comeback. Here's Weish. Has a screen from Eamon. Gonna dump it down low. Eamon, a size advantage. He missed a shot. Rebound goes out to Kale. They're gonna push. Here's Jakari. He tries a 3 and no points tonight. Stays pointless. Salnave, 3-on-1. Pappas from the corner, wide open. A 3.
Huge shot. Great job in transition by Ortho.
Extending the lead to 13. Shavar up to Larry Smith. He tries a 3. The answer is no good. Long pass for Pappas. He's inside for 2.
Very Aaron Rodgers-esque pass right there. No Zach Wilson.
Yes, definitely. And Ortho and Jay on a 9-1 run to start the third quarter. Kale, a 3. They need it. Didn't get it. A lead is ballooned to 15. Stearns Trailer has not trailed by this much at any point this year. They trail by that now. Inside, that's Weish couldn't finish. Here's Jakari. Inside to Larry Smith. Inside, he's fouled and will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jack Scott getting ready to check in. Salnave, his first foul of the night. Smith has 2 at the line. His first is good. And Jakari Spence will sit. Jack Scott checks in. Scott also 0 points. And Smith hits a pair at the line. Stearns Trailer undefeated, trailing by 13 to Ortho and Jay. Stearns trying to become the 3rd team to go undefeated. But right now, Ortho and Jay, I'm going to go another football reference here, is looking like the New York Giants. An upset brewing right now. Here's Amon. Fighting his way in. The jump hook is no good. Reynolds, that's actually Smith in for the rebound. Long pass to Kale. Kale inside for 2.
What an absolute dime of a pass, I just have to say. Great pass and great finish by Stearns Trailer right there.
He dropped it into the breadbasket. And Kale with easy finish there. Polari tries a 3. It is no good. Amon the rebound. Fighting his way into the paint, no good. Salnave there for the finish.
Seemed like there was a little bit of contact down there. Felizor seems like he got hit in the neck. He was grimacing in pain.
There definitely was contact, no whistle. Jack Scott out to Kale. Kale with 24 points tonight. Drives in. Kale, fight for it. No good. Pappas comes away with the steal. Here's Weish, and Kale commits the foul. Stearns Trailer has not been able to run in transition, which is what they've done all season long, and it's hurting them trying to play in the half-court setting. Ortho and Jay, props to them, they've played well. As Pappas, a deep 3 is no good. Kale controls the board. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds to Felizar, passing up top to Smith. Here's Shavar. Reynolds driving in, flipping one up, getting it in. Off the glass, cutting the lead to 11, 66-55, with 5 to play in quarter number 3. Here's Pappas in the corner. Driving in, out to Polari. Jump hook fake, his 3 is out of bounds.
Almost a little bit of a Kawhi Leonard-esque shot right there.
Yeah, from the corner, yes, you're right. And that'll take us to our immediate timeout. Timeout on the floor. Ortho and Jay leading by 11. Welcome back. JSPL Championship game. Danny Zerski, Carter Ostermiller. Ortho and Jay leading by 11 as Miles Kale checks in to Shavar Reynolds. Reynolds splits the defense inside. He gets the layup.
Wasn't even touched in the paint there. Just floated in the air and let that thing in. Great play.
Cutting the lead to 9. Pappas to Salnave. Smith and Spence, the two on the bench right now, as Salnave misses the mid-range. Scott and Hickey, the two Princeton guards on the floor right now for Stearns Trailer. Reynolds a mid-range, it's good. Back-to-back baskets for Reynolds, cuts the lead to 7.
Stearns Trailer starting to rally here.
Reynolds needs to get going. Maybe he's starting to now. Here's Weish inside of the paint. The layup is no good. He traveled. It'll go the other way. Actually, it's going to be an offensive foul that's charged to Weish. Scott will inbound. 3:55 left. Ortho and Jay leads by 7, 66-59. Here's Reynolds inside, and he's trapped. Nowhere to go with it. He finds Felazar. Felazar up top. Kale tries a three. It is no good. Rebound, Salnave.
Great defense by Ortho down there. Made it very congested, made it very hard, had to get a pass out, and just made Stearns had to rush that possession, unfortunately for them.
10 to shoot here. Salnave drives in on Hickey. Spinning around, and he's fouled. Right in front of us. Salnave will go to the line to attempt his 9th and 10th free throws.
Seems to be a big story tonight. Is Ortho getting to this line and making their free throws. Stearns Trailer's got to do their best to stop these fouls.
I mean, there's contact there, but I don't know how much contact was there to warrant the foul, as Salnave improves to 9 for 9 from the charity
there wasn't
stripe.
Much movement on Hickey there. Just the hand up, but the foul was called, and he's going to take his shots.
9 to 9 for Salnave. Make that 9 to 10. The cursed announcer jinx. Here's Kale. Almost a backcourt. Here's Jack Scott. 0 points for him tonight. Stays that way. Weish the rebound as Scott missing from 3. Here's Weish. Dumping it in. Out of bounds. Tried to get it to Amon. Good defense down low prevented it from getting there. 2:50 to play in quarter number 3. Reynolds has an opening from 3. He takes it, and he's fouled. He missed the shot. He'll have 3 at the line for someone who's shot 100% from the charity stripe during the regular season. Careless foul on Amon.
Extremely unnecessary foul by Amon. Can't let that happen. You're giving the other team 3 points right there.
And with the way Reynolds shoots, he's been the only player in JSBL history to have 2 seasons of 100% from the charity stripe. Was almost perfect last night, missed 1. He's hit his first 2 at the line tonight.
These are big shots. With the shot right here, I'll cut it down to a 5-point game.
2-possession game, more importantly. As Reynolds, 3 perfect free throws. It's cut the lead to 5. 2:38 to play, 67-62. Ortho and Jay trying to avenge last year's championship loss. Polari inside, dumping it down low to Amon. Good finish there. 69-62. Here's Reynolds. Previously, the free throws. He passes to Kale. Kale spinning in. Tough shot, no good. 2 minutes approaching. Pappas, a 3 from the corner, is down. Ooh, just like that, 2 possessions, extending the lead to 10 for Ortho and Jay.
Absolutely electrifying 3 from the corner right there. Huge 3. Makes that a double-digit lead and extremely important for Ortho to keep that momentum up.
Stearns has been able to cut it to 5. That's about all they've been able to do. And an offensive foul. Oh, they call a block.
Sliding across the court like a slip and slide. Even did a little bit of a flip there.
Salnave picks up his second. And Ortho and Jay is in the penalty.
This is what Stearns needs. They needed that switch, that flip. They needed to lower their foul trouble and, turn the tables, and they're doing that right now.
Shavar gets the inbound from Kale. Two of them played at Seton Hall together. Reynolds dumped it in. A little too much to handle for Felizar.
I don't know if he really had his head turned and was ready for that pass. It's pretty fast, too.
Scott and Hickey are on the bench. Smith and Spence back in. Spence 0 points tonight. And that went out of bounds off Weish. And back-to-back turnovers. Whistle here. They're going to make Spence redo the inbound. Spence correctly inbounds there. 1:26 to play, 72-62. Ortho and Jay leading by 10. And Reynolds threw it to Salnave. Smith playing tough on him. Salnave is bumped. That's on Shavar. Pace is starting to slow down a bit. They did have a foul to give. 1:10 to play with quarter number 3. And that foul will send Amon to the line. Felizar picks up that one. He picks up his third. Amon will go to the line for 2. His first 2 free throw attempts of the night. His first is no good. Amon from the line, missed a pair at the line.
Got to make those shots. You don't know how many times you're going to be able to get to the line and have that opportunity.
Here's Reynolds driving in, flipping one up, fouled, and he'll have 2 more coming at the charity stripe. That might be 4 on Amon. That's Pappas. Pappas picks up his third foul. Now, it's 6 fouls, not 5, so they can afford to play Pappas here with those 3 fouls, and it's what they'll do. Amon's going to check out for Brad McCabe as Reynolds hit the free throw there, cutting the lead to 9. Reynolds, 5 for 5 in quarter number 3 from the line.
That's why it's absolutely so important that Ortho makes those free throws. Reynolds has been hot from the line, and your double-digit lead is now gone for now.
Salnave has it, driving in, looking for a lane and a kickball. I think the thing tonight that's been most shocking for Stearns is Jakari Spence has been one of the best players in the league all season long, and they've gotten nothing out of him tonight.
He had a quiet night for him.
A heck of a player, and he can get going at any point. You have to be careful as Salnave, no good. His putback goes. 25 seconds to play.
That's why you don't give up on the play.
Here's Kale inside, no fouls. Missed a shot. Pappas comes away with the rebound. Trying to drive coast to coast. He does for 2.
Clock's still ticking.
Here's Spence looking for his first points of the night. Getting almost tripled. He's going to try a 3 here. It is good. He needed that, and it cuts the lead to 9 as time expires in the third quarter. Stearns trailer. Undefeated season at 9-0 is very much on the ropes. They trail going into the fourth quarter by 9. Ortho and Jay 10 minutes away from a championship. It's the money quarter, start of the fourth. Danny Zerski, Carter Ostermiller. Ortho and Jay leading by 9, 10 minutes away from a championship. They've made it to 5 consecutive finals. Trying to get one here as Pappas, no good. Rebound, Amen. Stepped out of bounds, but he was bumped.
Pappas is looking for a foul call here, and I don't blame him.
A lot of contact there. And it's definitely some inconsistency as there was about the same contact on Reynolds when he shot the 3, and they didn't call the foul. Here's Salnave with it. Lost Smith for a second, but couldn't handle the ball. Salnave, a long 2 is no good. Kale, the rebound. Stearns needing a big quarter to upend a 9-point deficit. Here's Reynolds. Working his way in, mid-range, falling away is good. Cutting the lead to 7.
Some artistic movement in the paint right there, absolutely.
Reynolds now with 24. Can someone else step up and help Kalen Reynolds? Weish out to Salnave, to the corner for Pappas. A 3 is no good. Rebound, Kale. Stearns out running. And Kale tried to get it to Smith, not seeing Spence open in the corner, and turned it over.
Smith didn't look ready on that pass and just shot the gun a little too quick there.
That hurts when you're trailing by 7. Spence was wide open in the corner that he previously hit his 3-ball from. Polari mid-range, good defense, better offense there. Polari at mid-range.
Mid-range, he looked like he was frozen in the air for a second. Great shot.
Even great defense there too.
Nothing more you could do about that.
Larry Smith cutting inside. Teflon defense allows him to get 2. Smith applying pressure on the inbound. Here's Weish. Going to get it to Pappas, guarded by Jakari Spence. Back to Weish. Eamon coming up to set the screen. Weish driving in inside. He's fouled and will shoot 2 after the missed basket. With 7:59 to go, 78-71, Ortho and Jay leads. These two teams matching up for the 3rd straight year in the playoffs. Ortho was able to beat Stearns in the semis on a walk-off shot as Weischmidt makes the first. And then Stearns winning in the championship last year. So for either of these teams, it's going to be the old saying, 2 out of 3 ain't bad for whoever wins. Good Meatloaf song. 7:55 to play. Shavar.
A lot of contact.
Getting contact. No call. He's got Weish on him, drives in, and there's the foul. And Weish is livid.
And he should be. A lot of contact there. And just absolutely no sympathy from the refs.
Well, that's Weish committing the foul there. A side in. Reynolds to Smith. Previously the 2 and a whistle. And an offensive foul on Smith. Actually, it'll send Smith to the line. Polari picks up his first. And he missed the free throw.
Can't be missing that in the 4th quarter here.
Smith 3 for 12 tonight. Going into the 4th, and he misses 2. Crucial missed free throws there as Polari able to get that pass from Salnave. Dumping it down low. Eamon inside. Guarded by Felazar. Moving around. Flipping up a wild shot. Doesn't go. Spence tries a 3. It is no good. Rebound will go off of Larry Smith and go the other way.
That was Spence's shot. He's looking for that. Just didn't go in from there.
Tough night for Jakari, and one night doesn't represent a player. I mean, they're playing until late at night at Monmouth, practicing all day. And he's such a fantastic point guard that this performance doesn't tell the full story of Jakari Spence. Terrific player. Here's Pappas with it, guarded by Kale. Gets a screen from Amon, good defense, they trap, and Amon lost the pass. Fantastic defense by Stearns Trailer.
I agree. Just make them uncomfortable, make them pass the ball, make them turn it over.
Shavar inside, threw it away. Fellas are able to get it. He's going to pass to Kale. Kale drives in, throws to Spence in the corner, a three, no good. That was actually Reynolds who missed. 2-on-1 here. Spence is able to get back. Good transition defense. Weiss driving in, no good. Stearns can run. Smith up top, wide open three, no good. Polari the rebound.
Extremely underrated defense by Spence there, getting down there and stopping a potential basket.
They just couldn't convert on the offensive end. They had numbers as well. Cold night for Larry Smith and Spence. Salnave in, split the entire defense. Some creative moves, couldn't get the basket to go. Spence, nice pass to Kale, was fouled. He'll shoot two. 6:06 to play, 80-71. Ortho and Jay leading by 9 over Stearns Trailer.
Salnave's grabbing at his feet. He was grimacing in pain walking back before.
He was hurt last night on a play over there, and having to play the back-to-backs obviously doesn't help that, but Salnave, a Warrior, has been toughing through it as another missed free throw, this time by Kale. Stearns was actually able to correct, getting to the line in the third. Kale splits a pair, cuts the lead to 8, but they are 1 of 4 from the charity stripe in the fourth quarter, and that is unacceptable when you're trying to come back as Amon gets down low. The layup is good. And again, the lead back to 10. Reynolds inside for 2. 5:45 to play. Ortho and Jay can start to smell it. Weiss, Polari. Out to Pappas. Pappas a three, it's a long bomb, no good. Spence the rebound, long pass to Shavar. Shavar dumping it low for Smith, it's good. Lead cut to 6. Great ball movement by Stearns Trailer.
Ortho needs to slow it down here, I think. Stearns is coming in hot, and I think they just need to get back and control the tempo of their game. Stay in control, keep your lead.
Ortho has dominated the half court. Stearns has dominated the transition game. Amon on a post-up down low. He's had the mismatch all night. He has it here. Passes to Polari. A three. Good closeout by Reynolds. And who is it off of? It's off of Belazar, and that'll take us to our potential final break of the night. Stearns Trailer trails by 6. Can they come back? We'll see after this break. We'll be back with the conclusion of the championship game next on Jersey Shore Basketball League YouTube channel. Welcome back. Danny Zersky, Carter Ostermiller here, bringing you the conclusion of this one. Here's Pappas. He's guarded by Spence. He's going to get a screen from Amon. Fighting through some contact, and he's bumped. Actually was out of bounds. It's tough to see from that, and it looked like they were going to call the foul because there was contact.
A lot of contact down there, I agree, but ball goes the other way, and Stearns very much needs that with the time ticking and them being down. Reynolds
out to Kale. Back up top to Reynolds. He has Amon on him. He drives inside. The deuce, no good.
He had a wide open lane there, too. That was definitely
bounced out. Unlucky turn of events for Stearns there. Polari inside and one. He'll get one more at the line. A chance to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Kale's fifth. Polari, one more at the line is good. 9 points with 4 minutes is definitely doable. Can Stearns trailer find a way? Ortho and Jay's half-court defense has been superb tonight. Kale, a three, it is no good, bounced out. Polari, long pass to Salnave, slowing it down. Under 4 to play. Salnave, a lot of contact. No foul, shot doesn't go.
Asking the ref too, I agree. There was a lot of contact there.
Smith threw it away.
You know what? They're going to get the ball back anyways. So I guess that evens itself out.
Larry Smith, who's been superb, has been just off tonight. 3:20 to play. Ortho and Jay has had an answer for everything Stearns trailer's thrown at them tonight. Polari, a three from the corner, no good. Rebound, Kale. Kale, Spence, had some openings, gonna pass to Reynolds. Reynolds tries a three, it's good. Huge shot to cut the lead to 6 with exactly 3 to play.
With every shot counting here for Stearns trailer, it's extremely important, and the clock is still ticking, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Game is starting to heat up.
2:47 to play. Weiss gets in, blocked by Reynolds. Here's Spence the other way, lays it in, the lead's cut to 4. What a block by Shavar. Great offense by Spence on the other end.
Some momentum shifting here late in the game for Stearns trailer.
Ortho and Jay will take a timeout, and with 2:38 to play, the lead has been cut to 4. But if you're a fan of Ortho and Jay, you have to feel good because this is about where it's been. They've been able to get it to 4, but not able to get it any closer than that. Ortho and Jay has led for a lot of this game. They've dominated.
Ortho and Jay, a lot of back and forth and talking over there on the bench.
Pappas definitely animated. Stearns will keep that same 5 out there. Spence, a layup there.
Stearns has to keep that 5 out there. They have momentum right now. Got to hold on to that, especially this late in the game.
4-point game with 2:38 to play. This game is far from over. Pappas will inbound. Expect Smith and Spence to be very tight on that inbound, and they are. Smith almost stole it. Spence has Salnave trapped. He was able to get it to Pappas. Here's Weiss, 2:25 to play. Amon down low on Felazor. Amon lost the handle for a second, lost it again, puts up a hook, banks it in.
Smith went in for the steal there, overshot a little bit.
Here's Spence, a three, no good, rebound Amon. 2 minutes to play. Here's Weiss. Here's Amon. Out to Salnave, 1:50 left. He's gonna pass to Pappas. Pappas, long three, no good, rebound. It's gonna be a shot clock violation. 1:41 to play.
He had to put the ball up there. It's great defense by Stearns.
Great defense when it matters most. They get a stop, can they convert? Here's Reynolds. Mid-range, no good. Fight for the rebound, he gets it himself and puts it back. That one's no good, and he's fouled on his second putback.
What an absolute battle.
Fighting down low for everything. 1:30 left.
I think that was a little late on the foul call, too. I think they could have called it earlier.
He was fouled earlier, but all in vain. He gets to the line here, a minute 30 to play.
And he's been hot from the line, too. These are important shots late game.
That first one goes 87-82. Reynolds, perfect from the line tonight. Cuts the lead to 4 with 90 seconds to play.
2-possession game. Things might start to get chippy here.
Weish almost lost it. And he's bumped by Smith. And Stearns can't believe it. Wow. That's all I have to say.
I do think that's a little bit of a soft call.
It is. Larry Smith picks up foul number 4. Weiss trying to get it in. Finds Pappas. Pappas couldn't handle it. It's going the other way.
Pappas was sliding on the court before that, and it just seems like
Everyone was.
Whatever the inbound was supposed to be just did not go as planned, obviously.
Here's Reynolds. Reynolds with a screen, drives in, flips one up, blocked by Amon. Kale the rebound. Kale puts one up and in. Lead cut to 2 with a minute 10. Timeout, Ortho and J.
Stearns trailer with all of the momentum right now in these last couple of minutes.
Wonderful defense again, and they just won't stop.
They won't.
Persistent.
Absolutely persistent, won't give up when that ball hits that rim, going for the rebound, and it's important. The tenacity of this team is showing out late.
87-85, a minute and 8 left to play. An absolute gem of a championship game.
What more can you ask for?
A wonderful ceremony, and this game is absolutely delivered to the hype. A rematch. Better than some of the crazy ones we've seen.
Stearns just can't foul here.
Both teams in the bonus. Both teams over the limit with 5.
There's a big difference being down 2 and then being down 4, especially this late in the game.
1:08 to play. Ortho and Jay up by 2. They inbound to Salnave. They were able to inbound it to the backcourt. Polari has it here. Finds Salnave. What play did John Kaminsky draw up? They found it, but it's stolen. Here comes Shavar. Shavar inside. Spence outside. Long pass to Kale. Kale with Polari on him. Drives in, lays it in to tie the game.
The interception and then the response on offense. Absolutely electric. In a tie game with 40 seconds left.
Salnave to Weiss. He's got Reynolds on him. 34 seconds, 10 to shoot. Weiss to Amon. Amon lost it. Here comes Spence. Spence inside. The layup is good. Skadoosh.
From being down most of the game, now up by 2 with 25.5 seconds left in the fourth.
Stearns trailer leading by 2. Timeout, Ortho and Jay.
Absolutely electric.
Jakari Spence struggled throughout the game. Might have the game-winning basket.
Stearns had that little interception down there on that offensive possession by Ortho and Jay. A lot of football references tonight. I mean, as should.
Yeah.
Preseason's back.
Football starting. Unbelievable turn of events that has led to Stearns trailer leading by 2 and now 25.5 seconds away from an undefeated season.
Don't count Ortho out yet. 25.5 seconds is plenty of time. Only down 2.
The way they've shot the 3, at least in the first 3 quarters, we're 9 of 20. A 3 can easily go.
They got to be smart here, right up a play. They don't want to pull the trigger too fast in the pass, just like they did last time.
What play did head coach John Kaminsky draw up? We'll see right now. They have Pappas as the inbounder. He gets it to Salnave. About a second differential between the shot and the game clock. Salnave passes to Polari. Salnave has Reynolds on him. Salnave inside, Pappas, blocked away by Spence!
Clean block, and then you have to foul there because 8 seconds left. Absolutely huge block. And that's got everyone on their feet clapping.
Scoring the game-winning basket, potentially, and then a crucial block. They send Larry Smith to the line for 2.
Ortho's got to cross their fingers here that he only makes 1.
Smith missed his previous 2 free throws earlier in the fourth quarter. He's got 1 there. Lead extended to 3.
This could be the game right here.
Smith has it. 4-point lead with 8.3 seconds left. Ortho and Jay in need of a 3. And a quick foul. Salnave tries one here, no good. Fellas are the rebound. They repeat. Fellas are fouled with 0.1 on the clock. It doesn't matter. Stearns Trailer is going to win their 2nd championship and become the 3rd team to ever go 3-0 or undefeated in a season.
And what an absolute comeback. When everything was on the line, this team came back to life in the fourth quarter when it mattered.
Jakari Spence, the game-winning basket on one end, a game-saving block on the other.
Kale's waving goodbye.
What a performance for him. That putback in the first quarter had everyone on their feet. What a performance for Shavar Reynolds. Felazar hits that one. And Jakari Spence, who struggled for most of the game, unbelievable in the end, sealing his team's 2nd consecutive championship and an undefeated season. That'll do it. Stearns Trailer repeats and goes undefeated to go 10-0. An undefeated comeback, defeating Ortho and Jay by a score of 93-87. What a game.
Absolutely. Especially for the championship, I think this is the cherry on top.
And it didn't look like it. They were down by 9 with 4 minutes to play. And they faced and overcame all the obstacles that were thrown at them in the second half and the 2nd championship for them in a row. The players embracing each other at midcourt. And for Ortho and Jay, gave it everything they had and just didn't have enough in those last 2 minutes.
Great game by both teams. Absolutely fantastic.
They led by 6 with 1:30 to go and didn't score anything. Our stats delivered by our statistician, Brandon. 31 for Shavar Reynolds, 30 for Miles Kale, 14 for Smith. Those 2 big free throws at the end. Spence had 7. And Ortho and Jay was 0 of 9 from long distance in the final quarter. Salnave had 25, Polari had 20, Pappas had 23, Weish had only 9, Amon had 10, a double-double with 14 rebounds. 30 and 8 for Miles Kale. Shavar had a double-double, 31 and 11.
Absolutely dominant in that fourth quarter. 26 points to Ortho's 11.
On a championship-like fourth quarter from a champion-winning team.
When you outscore the team in the fourth quarter by 15 points,
they went in trailing by 9. And it was at double digits at one point in that fourth quarter as well.
Taking pictures right now.
Stearns Trailer ecstatic, taking pictures now, and they are champs. And the look of utter heartbreak on the side of Ortho and Jay, and George Pappas is screaming at his team.
championship game, when the game's close, emotions get high. You know, that's most sports. That's the game.
He's still screaming at his guys, and that's the kind of stuff from Pappas that has him on ESPN that once a year after that dunk at Kansas. And what a fantastic season. Shavar Reynolds has just been announced to me by my producer, Eddie Capalco, the playoff MVP.
And as he should, he was absolutely phenomenal tonight. 7 for 7 from the free throw line, and people don't understand how important that can be, especially this late in the game. If we look at the score, I mean, they won by 6. He made 7. It's huge, especially getting to the line too, drawing those fouls. Games come down to points.
And the discrepancy in first half free throws, Stearns actually shot one more at the end. Granted, it was definitely some late fouls that helped, but the discrepancy in free throws went away. And Ortho and Jay, who shot 18 as 27 in that first half, was only 12 of 37 in the second. 13 of 37 to finish at, and only 2 of 15 from 3. Stearns trailer is the champs, and we'll have Shavar Reynolds with the playoff MVP here in a few minutes.
He's embracing his family right there, taking some pictures. That's nice.
It's what a wonderful scene. And here comes Shavar.
There. I can't even. I'm usually one not to really say much, but I'm not gonna not agree with you there.
Oh. Here I am, playoff MVP Shavar Reynolds Jr. showing off the hardware.
Got to. There you go.
It's almost as big as the table.
Oh, yeah, no, this actually is a good size trophy.
It is. And Shavar, you guys were down for a lot of that game, and you closed it out with a fantastic run to end it. How great does it feel to be undefeated and a champion?
Oh, man, I told you, anytime you can play for a championship and win it, it's nothing better. I don't care if it's summer league, 3-on-3. We at the rec playing pickup. Anytime you can play for something like this, and this atmosphere is always great. And the way we did it, fighting adversity, they was leading the whole game. We were saying the whole time, don't worry, we got it. Just keep staying consistent, play by play, moment by moment.
Those last 4 minutes, you guys absolutely dominated defensively. Was there something that was said in the huddle that really made you guys turn it up?
Honestly, we just have pride. Like, we're not just going to go out here and roll over. If you're going to beat us, you're just going to be better than us. We were beating ourselves the most of the game. I think Ray played fantastic for them, so he picked it up a lot. But for the most part, we didn't play to our capabilities, honestly. We came out flat. They got jumped on us early, and they kept the lead the whole time. So, honestly, it was really just a pride factor that if we're going to go out, we're going to go out giving everything we've got. And we're not going to leave here saying, oh, we should have did this, should have did that.
How about Jakari Spence tonight? He struggled for a lot of that game, and in the fourth quarter, he makes the game-winning layup, and then the game-saving block shot. How about him tonight?
Oh, big-time players make big-time plays, and that's a big-time play, and I'm his hardest critique. And he missed 2 big threes that I trusted him on early, but at the end of the game, he made the plays that count. And when you can do that and make winning plays, that's it. That's all I need to say. And I'm telling you, he's going to have a great year. If he doesn't, I'm not even going to say that because I think he should have a great year just with the confidence, as much work he's put in. I'm very proud of him, honestly.
31 points, 11 assists tonight, a double-double in a championship game. You're the playoff MVP. What does that mean to you?
It's fun, man. I got to play with my best friends, my brothers. Great atmosphere. My family's here. I mean, these are the moments you live for in life. Just the tiny bits of happiness and joy, pure joy. And then overcoming adversity is always fun. So, honestly, it's a great feeling. I told you, summer league or not, like, it's just the game of basketball, what it can give you and what it can bring you in these moments is just beautiful.
Now, one more question. You guys are champions back-to-back. Are you planning the three-peat?
Oh, well, some of the best people, you know what they do?
They win. Suspense. He left in suspense. Thank you so much, Shavar. Congratulations on an undefeated season. Unbelievable play from you tonight. He leaves in suspense. And Shavar leaves a champion. We'll be right back to wrap up everything next here on Jersey Shore Basketball League's YouTube channel.